What is going on, guys? Miles here, and today I'll be sharing 5 tips and tricks for the prop hunt game mode in Modern Warfare Remastered. The reason I'm making this video is because prop hunt will be a permanent game mode in Modern Warfare Remastered very soon, as voted by the community. Raven Software actually put up a tweet asking people whether they wanted prop hunt or slasher to be a permanent game mode in the game, and prop hunt is winning by a lot so far, so I'm going to guess that will be a permanent game mode very soon. So hopefully this video will be useful to you guys who want to try out the game mode. And the first thing is that the hunters in the game, the people who are shooting the props, actually have a flashbang, which a lot of people I see when I'm playing don't use at all, and that's actually really useful. You can use it mainly in 2 different scenarios, I find. One of them is when the prop flashes you and then you can't see. One thing I like to do is throw a flash down myself to try and confuse the prop as well, so he can't like run away from me. I find that is quite effective, and also you can use it just to like clear out an area. If you don't have much time left, you can throw a flashbang into a building, and if it gets a hit mark, the prop is obviously there, and if it doesn't, then you can probably safely assume there's no prop in that building. I'm not exactly sure how to describe this second tip, but basically I see a bunch of people trying to like shoot all the items on like shelves and stuff on all the maps, but props can only go in places where human players can go as well. So there are some tables which props can go on and humans can as well, but on like shelves where there's barely any room, there is like 0% chance a prop will be able to get up there, because the hitboxes are fairly similar to the way humans hitboxes are in the game. So don't bother wasting your time shooting things which are on like shelves which humans wouldn't be able to access. My third piece of advice is for the props this time rather than the hunters, and if you're a prop and you're about to win the round, one thing I would recommend doing is actually looking up in the sky or into a wall or something, because basically if you're shown in the kill cam, then everyone's going to know where your spot is if you're just looking out in the open, right? But if you look up in the sky, the players will have no idea where your spot actually is, and so in future games they won't be able to find you if you use that same spot. My fourth tip is actually about saving your swaps when you're playing as the prop in prop hunt, because each time you swap, your flashbang as a prop is actually restocked. So if you use all your swaps straight away, then you'll only have 1 flashbang, but if you save them for maybe when someone's about to shoot you, then you will be able to use up to like 3 flashbangs in 1 round, which is pretty damn effective. The flashbangs are super annoying to deal with if you're a hunter trying to hunt down a prop, and even if you get a kind of bad item, I would still recommend just holding on to it until someone finds you, at which point you can use a flashbang and then swap and get out of there. My fifth and final tip is actually about moving around when you're playing as a prop in prop hunt. Now, I find this to actually be really effective on certain maps, especially the bigger ones like Crossfire. I think it's a really good one because typically when someone checks a building, they won't go back to check it later in the round if they don't find anything. They'll just assume it's empty and that the props are hiding somewhere else. So I find it to actually be really effective to try and sneak around the hunters and actually go into places which they've already searched in the game, because they're unlikely to return. But there we have it. They are my top 5 tips and tricks for when you're playing the prop hunt game mode in Modern Warfare Remastered. Hopefully you guys found these useful. If you did, a like on the video would be appreciated, and also subscribe for more Call of Duty videos. But I'll see you guys in my next video.